Hey Sagittarius, Starseed, Light Worker, Twin Flame and Soulmates. I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's collective tarot love reading. Now just before I jump in there and bust the move, Sagittarius, I'd just like to say I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video. Now let's jump in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And so let's start with the now. Now you were coming in with the World card, here collective, and you were coming in with Temperance here in your reading. Now this combination here collective, it's what I'm picking up here collective. It's about being mindful on the choices and the decisions that both you and your person are going to make. Now when you're coming in with the World card talks about cycles here collective. It talks about a past cycle and it talks about a new cycle here. Now what it can talk about here collective in terms of being mindful here, it's about they can't go together here. So what I mean there collective is that, so with the past cycle you learn a hell of a lot. You go through trials, tribulations here collective, you struggle, you learn more about yourself and your environment. Of course, you're coming in with relationships. There is so much one can learn in a past cycle. And that past cycle is all about preparing you to make better choices when it comes to the new cycle here collective. Now what I mean by being mindful here collective is that it's about continuously making the wrong choice here. See, this is why I'm saying in the past cycle you're learning here. You go wrong here collective, you even fail here, but that's all part of you growing, your person growing here collective, so that you can Sagittarius, so that you can make better choices here, or the correct choice here in your reading. You can solve problems here collective when you face them. Things are no longer about your perception, it's about the truth here. You have discipline, you can control, you learn to control here collective, you gain compassion and empathy, all in the past cycle here. It's not about in this new cycle you're going to be learning here collective. In the new cycle you're going to be you take the correct action. That's how this is coming in with Temperance. Yes, of course you do make certain, well, you've got to learn your lessons, and of course there are new lessons in the new cycle, but you can handle them, you can cope with them, you can manage them here. Because like I said, for both you and your person, this is about growth here collective. You've got to know where you went wrong, the past cycle, in order to make better decisions here in the new cycle. That's what Temperance is talking about here in your reading, which is why I'm saying they can't coexist together. So if you continuously are making the same mistakes here, Sagittarius, or your person, they're still in the past cycle. That's what your reading is saying. Now what it also talks about here in terms of the new cycle here, okay, it's this combination here collective, alright. Now you're coming in with yourself here collective. Now's not a time to hold back. And this is why I said you need to be mindful here. Now's not a time to hold back. Now's not a time to be stuck in fear. Otherwise you are still in the past cycle. See, with this new cycle coming in here, collective, in terms of learning and growth, here it talks about coming out of a comfort zone and being ready to come out of a comfort zone. That's what it's talking about here in your reading. And that's what I was picking up. Yeah, literally I could say, yep, you're in your person's eyeballs. They watch you all the time here, collective. But there's a difference here, collective, when it comes to temperance and the world card here. See, what it talks about there, and even for your person here in your reading, is now's the time to get it, to do it correct. Now's the time in this new cycle to make the conscious effort to take the correct action, even if you don't want to and even if you don't like it, here, collective. Because the past cycle is where you go through, like I said, here in your reading, holding back, not making the choices you want to make out of fear of rejection, abandonment and neglect here. See, what it also talks about here, collective, is that you still have to work your ass off. That's what I'm getting. It's not going to be handed to you on a platter. With temperance coming in here, collective, what it talks about there in your reading is that it's the new cycle. That's the platter here, collective. Now it's up to you on the choices that you are going to make for yourself, Seji. That's what I'm getting. But like I said, be mindful here. Don't keep making the same choices and hoping for a different outcome here. The world card and temperance put together here, collective. Here. It's like caution here. Be mindful. That's what I'm getting with these two cards. Yeah, you do have a new cycle, but this is you and your person, but what you're going to put your time and attention into. And if you want a new cycle here, collective, then I've just explained to you what may need to happen here in your reading. See, what I get with this new cycle here, collective, it's not about your person. It's actually about yourself and what you are going to build for yourself here. That's how it's coming in. And your person, what are they going to build for themselves here? So let's keep going here, okay? Now, we're going to come in with challenges and obstacles here, collective. Now, you're coming in with the Hierophant guy. You are coming in with the Tower card. And you are also coming in with the Nine of Swords. Here. And so with the Hierophant guy coming in here, collective, a challenge and an obstacle here in your reading, well, what it tells me here, collective, is that there are some major changes happening here with your person. But these changes are actually about both you and your person here in your reading, hence the Tower. See, what it tells me here in your reading, Sagittarius, is that it's your person that's going through the cycle here. The new cycle. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. That's what it's saying here, collective, and it's proving to be a challenge. You know, you take it if it applies when you're coming in with the Hierophant here. There are changes that are happening that are out of your control here. And that control could very well be about your person. Here, trying to control your person. Here, collective. Here in your reading. Because with the Tower card coming in here, Sagittarius, what it talks about there is that this person is letting go here of the past cycle, hence the World card. Now that cycle may have been something that the Hierophant guy put their time and attention into, that they built for themselves here, collective. There was a lot of learning involved here. And what it talks about there also, collective, and how I see the Tower card, it talks about in the past cycle, things didn't go right for your person. And maybe even yourself. And cracks started to show in this person's foundation. Well, what's gone on in the past cycle here is that with the Hierophant guy and even yourself, you've just built upon it here. Layered the cement, hoping here that the foundation will stay. Okay, here in your reading. But what it talks about here, collective, is that the crack is starting to shake the foundation. That's what I'm getting. There is some kind of huge wake-up call when it comes to your person about what they have built in the past, here, the World card, and now what they are wanting. That's what I'm picking up. Because they don't want to keep doing the same thing here, the way in which they did it in the past, where they've cemented the cracks here, collective. Because what it tells me here in your reading is nothing can kind of glue it all back together and keep it together here. Like I said, the foundation is starting to shake. It is starting to get rocky here. And it's proving to be a challenge and an obstacle for both you and your person, here, Sagittarius. Now you're coming in with the Nine of Swords. And so with the Nine of Swords here in your reading, Sagittarius, I do see this as yourself. Now what it talks about there is that you know there's nothing you can do to stop this. It's almost like saying here, Sagittarius, is that you're not the one that has the control over the Tower. And of course, the Tower is bigger than yourself, hence Temperance here. Now, in a positive light here, collective, what it talks about here in your reading is that once the Tower comes down, the rebuild can happen. But this time it can be solid. Alright, now with the Nine of Swords coming in here, collective, you know what's going to happen and you can't stop it. That's how I see the Nine of Swords. You do not have the control. But what it can also talk about here is neither does your person. No matter what you do to try and hold the Tower up here, collective, it doesn't seem to work, is what it talks about. Now it's starting to shake. Now it's starting to get a bit rocky here in your reading. Alright, so let's look at the potential outcome. Four of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So you have the Four of Swords, you're coming in with 13. 13 is 4, well, okay. coming in with 4s here, collective. Let me just look at that as 14, 5. Even though the potential outcome here, collective, even though it's happening at this point in time, because what I get here in your reading is that this is bringing about an end to a past cycle. That's what it's talking about here. An ending is coming in, and you know that it is here, collective. You know you can't control it. But this ending could very well also talk about a rebirth, the new cycle here. With everything that both you and your person have been through, here, collective, it's going to help you make better choices and decisions when it comes to the rebirth here in your reading. That's what I'm getting with the 4 of Swords. Here. See, it's actually coming in as an ego death. Now, and what I mean by that is now's not a time to sweep things under the carpet. Now was the time to face it. And you don't want to face it coming in with the 9 of Swords, here, collective. But what it will do here, collective, will help you to come out of the 9 of Swords. So that you can release your anxiety that you're holding on to because of what is about to happen. See, it is about to happen, and you know that it's going to happen here. And once this Tower moment happens, you know changes are going to be had here, collective. But these are positive changes. These are positive changes here, collective. Now you're coming in with the 3 of Wands and this, the 3 of Pentacles, so the rebuild can happen here, collective. But this time, because of what both you and your person went through in the past cycle, in the new cycle, it's going to be built differently here. Reach out. You're coming in with reprogramming here. All right? Reach out for an image reading. Because that's what the 3 of Pentacles is talking about. And also counselling here, collective. Okay, Sagittarius. To help you rebuild here, get stronger, the growth, that's what it's talking about here, collective, for this new cycle. Because you do have a new cycle. Either you're going to stay in the past cycle, this is both you and your person, in the past cycle and just keep learning here, collective, or you're going to choose to walk towards here, collective, the new cycle here, where you're going to build a more solid foundation for yourself and your person. You have the Ace of Pentacles here in your reading. The Ace of Pentacles is actually you. That's how I see it. It's about connecting the dots here, collective. All right? This time it's about yourself. Now let's see what the advice is. Sagittarius advice. Lovers, here, collective. Lovers. All right. See what it talks about here in your reading. Lovers is harmonious. It talks about harmony here. It talks about you doing what you love to do and your person doing what they love to do here, Saggy. It's not about loving each other. And what I get here in your reading is wanting to build a far better foundation when it comes to love, when it comes to your person here. And even though you may not see it this way with the Tower card coming in, the Tower card is actually going to give you, here, collective, the confidence to rebuild. That's what it talks about. Rebuild a new cycle with your person. Right, I am going to leave it there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your video, your reading today, and I'll catch you later. Bye.